you started your business to make money, because a business that does not make money is an expensive hobby, or you're just doing people a favor, right? So you started your business to make money, you're getting set up online, you're all excited, and then you run into a problem, right? You go to set up your PayPal link and you hear a friend say, you go to a networking event, or perhaps you're in a Facebook group and someone is saying PayPal is not the way, that it's not secure. They recommend Stripe, they recommend going through a bank and opening an official merchant account, etc., etc., etc. Hi, my name is Angel Santos. I'm a business strategist and marketing coach, and I specialize in helping women, service-based entrepreneurs, create online courses and programs that allow them to build the flexibility and the freedom that they really want in their life. Now, for me, that looks like being able to spend as much time as I want or need to with family, especially in emergency situations. For me, that means being able to work from a museum or work from a zoo, because I knew very young, my first job was at the age of 17 at NASA. And as great as that job was, right, I got to basically, if you had to run an errand on the NASA campus, because it was like multiple buildings, kind of like a college, you could ride a bike. So it's really fun to deliver a package or an envelope to someone in two buildings over and ride a bike and things like that. As fun as working at NASA was, I knew very young that the cubicle lifestyle, that the office lifestyle, that the 9 to 5 lifestyle was not for me. And it wasn't about the pay. I was very fortunate, thank you Jesus, to make very good money at my first job. So it wasn't about the money for me, right? It was about the experience. And this was almost 20 years ago. I had the revelation that, again, the 9 to 5 life wasn't for me. And the beauty of the entrepreneurial lifestyle is that you literally can work from anywhere, especially when you sell and offer online courses and online programs. So back to the selling. PayPal, Stripe, other. I'm going to debunk all of the questions, or at least some of the questions that you may have when it comes to using PayPal or Stripe. So first, I want to let you know what I recommend to clients. When a client starts with me, if they are just starting to sell, or if they are not super tech savvy, or if they want to start with a moderate budget, right? They don't want to sink too much into their technology from the very start, then I recommend PayPal, good old-fashioned PayPal. And these are the reasons why I recommend PayPal. It's easy. You literally can have your PayPal set up in 20 to 30 minutes or less. It really is easy. It's a step-by-step process, and it's available to almost everyone. Okay, it's easy to use. So one thing I show clients is how to use the PayPal link. So if you're not using a third-party software like Kartra or Kajabi or ClickFunnels or JotForm, something that creates a PayPal button automatically for you, I have there's a method where you can just send your clients a link instead of trying to embed the PayPal code into a website. And I'll make another video on that. So if you have questions about that, just let me know. But PayPal is really easy for an entrepreneur to get started, especially if you are not big on tech, and especially if you're starting off with a moderate to low budget. PayPal doesn't charge you up front. And that's a big bonus when you're starting a business, because you do want to keep your expenses low, right? You don't want to add unnecessary expenses when you're starting your business, and PayPal doesn't charge you anything. It's instead, they show up for you 24/7 whenever you send someone that link or put that link on a website or put that link on Facebook, but they make it available for you to sell 24/7 online and collect the money, and in exchange all they take is a small percentage, which I think is like 2.9%. And I will be honest with you, I do know some entrepreneurs who will not use PayPal because they feel like they don't want to pay the fee. I have never had that issue, and most of the entrepreneurs that I know who use it are, again, growing their business month after month, year after year. You have to be watchful of a mindset of like, well, I don't want to give up 2.9%. You're not paying anything. 2.9% is a very, very low rate, and I just want you to think about it. If you're selling a course that's $100, right? PayPal is charging you nothing up front. Just every time you sell that course, you get, let's just round up to 97. You get $97. They keep $3. We call that a win, right? You get your $97. And the thing is, you can use, I don't want you to think PayPal is only for starters. You can make thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars in PayPal. I have done it. Now, when you get to the six figures and different things like that, I have heard entrepreneurs like Russell Brunson, who's the founder or co-founder of ClickFunnels, say it's really important when you get to like six figures and different things like that to have your money in multiple merchant accounts. But again, that's different, and I'm not going to get into that because I feel like this video is more geared to entrepreneurs who are just starting out. So do I recommend PayPal to new growing entrepreneurs? Absolutely, because I recommend getting started. And PayPal and the PayPal link is a great way to collect your money, which is what we want. We want to collect the money so we can help the people. Now, with that being said, I am going to give you the, oh, okay, well, you didn't tell me that, so you can't say I didn't tell you. There are some downsides to PayPal. The reason I still recommend it is because it's a great free way to collect your money. The downsides: if you are offering some type of subscription or recurring payment, right? You have to understand that your users are empowered. If they know this, or someone tells them this, or if they Google it, they can go in and cancel the payments. Now, if you are doing a subscription where you allow them to cancel every month, this isn't that big of a deal. Aside from, you may have a little personal disappointment when you see so-and-so has canceled their payment, especially if they don't tell you first. But that's just business, right? But that's where retention strategies come in. Here's the thing. The same way that you create the subscriptions is the same way that you create a payment plan, right? So a payment plan in PayPal basically is 3, or let's say it's just 12 recurring payments of $297 or whatever it is, if you have like a coaching program or a larger course that they're paying on an easy pay plan. Here's the thing: if you're doing 12 months payment plan of $97 and they cancel on month 3, which they can do, now it's on you to collect the money from them. So you have to choose: are you going to hire a service? Are you going to hire an attorney? Or are you going to go, call them and try to recoup the money yourself? Or are you going to take it as a loss, right? So that is the not so fun part of PayPal, is that the user can always cancel if it's like a recurring payment. For one-time payments, you don't have to be concerned with that, right? But I do want to just be fully transparent and let you know that can be a concern. And I also want to let you know that, now this has not happened to me, but I do know some great, super talented women, a few that this has happened to, which is someone buys something from you through PayPal, and then they tell PayPal like they weren't happy with it, they had issues, etc., etc. And even though you provided the service, I know they have to prove their case, but somehow the women still were like refunded. Because I know I had one friend who's very, very talented, and unfortunately she had some issues with someone like telling PayPal something and PayPal took the money back, right? And no one wants that. So again, those are kind of the biggest, I would say, downsides of PayPal, is that they can cancel their payment plans and subscriptions anytime they want to, and they can try and get their money back through PayPal. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of those. I hope those don't scare you, because let me tell you, if you're just starting, if you haven't made 5,000, if you haven't made 1,000, and you're not using a third-party software that offers Stripe or an alternative method, I would recommend PayPal, because it's so easy, it's so accessible, and also your customers are probably familiar with it. I have been out sometimes and just met someone who wanted to sign up for a program on the spot. And sometimes, for whatever reason, they didn't have their card with them, but they knew their PayPal. And so they literally just PayPal'd me the money, or they went to my link and paid with their PayPal, right? So the benefits to you are kind of like the benefits to people. It's widely accessible to us as entrepreneurs. It's widely accessible to our clients, okay? So highly recommend PayPal. The last caveat that I will say with PayPal is, I feel like for some people there's a perception that PayPal is like not as professional and not as premium, but I really do feel like that is being debunked because of so many companies that allow you to use PayPal, including eBay, okay? Now with that being said, PayPal or Stripe, I personally use both. My default sometimes is Stripe, just because, especially when it is a payment plan, because I want people, if they are struggling financially, or if they have any questions about their subscription, I want them, or a monthly program I offer, I want them to talk to us first, so we, one, can address their concern. If we can fix the issue or challenge, me and my team want that opportunity. And then also, I just want to know why, so we can get better, right? So that's just my personal preference for payment plans. I do prefer Stripe, okay? Just because, like I said, the users can't just log in and cancel because they feel like it. What I will say about Stripe is that it's very great, very professional, very seamless. Like, you don't see it like PayPal is an entirely different, it says PayPal and everything else like that. Stripe is kind of behind the scenes, so your users, may or may not realize they're using it. It just feels like a checkout page and your branded experience, which is why I feel like some people feel like Stripe is more high end, okay? I use both. And I say PayPal is absolutely fine to me. I just would recommend Stripe for monthly payments and for payment plans. The last thing I will say, I feel like this is important for you to know as well. PayPal gets you your money very fast. So if you are in a space where cash flow is important to you, maybe you have a specific time sensitive thing going on, we're talking about days, or you need your money now or tomorrow, then or you just want your money as fast as possible, I highly recommend PayPal, because they send it to your PayPal instantly, and then they also give the option to send it to your bank account the next business day, or send it to your debit card the same day within minutes. It's like I think 1% charge if you want it within minutes. Stripe takes a few days, okay? So when you're doing transactions on a regular basis, it's not that big of a deal, but it's like Stripe will be like, oh, someone bought. You'll get your money next week. So know that they take time to process it, and then I want to say it's like 4 to 6 business days usually. I feel like sometimes they change it up, but I know usually like if someone pays you today, then Stripe deposit it into your bank account like next week, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that, because you can sign up and use Stripe and you're like, what happened? It told me 2 days ago someone bought, or I had 50 people sign up for this. Where's my money? It's still sitting in Stripe. They'll deposit it into your account next week. So both are great softwares. If you feel reserved after watching this video, you absolutely have full permission to use Stripe. If you are feeling excited and ready to get started and you're not using a third-party software, you absolutely can use PayPal. I just wanted to tell you, based on my personal experience for being a for-profit business owner for the last 3 years, and also based on what I know from others' experiences. So if you have any questions, you are welcome to leave them in the comments. And if you'd like more videos on how to create and sell your online courses or programs, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.